Band names can be straightforward, symbolic, or completely abstract, but sometimes they evolve alongside the music itself. Ministry, one of the most influential bands in industrial metal, has a name that carries an air of authority, mystery, and rebellion. With their aggressive sound, politically charged lyrics, and relentless evolution, the band has more than lived up to the weight of their name. But how did they come up with it? Ministry was founded in 1981 by Al Jourgensen, a Cuban-American musician with a passion for pushing sonic boundaries. In its earliest form, Ministry was a synth pop project, heavily influenced by the electronic sounds of the early 80s. The name itself was inspired by Jourgensen's vision of the band as a creative organization, almost like a governing body for music. Originally, the full name was Ministry of Sound, reflecting the structured yet experimental nature of their work. However, that name was already being used elsewhere, so Jourgensen shortened it to simply Ministry, giving it a sharper, more imposing presence. The name carried a double meaning that would become more fitting as the band's sound transformed. On one hand, Ministry suggested something official, structured, and powerful, an entity that dictates and controls. On the other hand, it carried religious connotations, aligning with Jourgensen's fascination with dark, subversive themes. As the band evolved from synth pop to industrial music, the name took on an almost dystopian feel, perfectly matching their raw, mechanical, and aggressive sound. By the mid to late 80s, Ministry had abandoned their early synth-driven style in favor of a heavier, industrial metal approach. The shift was largely influenced by Jourgensen's growing frustration with commercial music, as well as his exposure to underground punk and industrial acts. This transition led to albums like The Land of Rape and Honey, 1988, and The Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste, 1989, which helped define the industrial metal genre. As Ministry's music became more intense, so did the political and anti-establishment themes in their lyrics. Their name now carried an ironic twist. While Ministry traditionally suggests control and order, Jourgensen's music was about chaos, rebellion, and exposing corruption. The band's biggest commercial success came with Psalm 69, The Way to Succeed and the Way to Suck Eggs, 1992, an album that combined blistering metal riffs with electronic elements, creating an aggressive and dystopian atmosphere that resonated with fans. Over the years, Ministry continued to evolve, taking on thrash metal, industrial rock, and even experimental electronic influences. Jourgensen himself became a larger-than-life figure, known for his outspoken views, intense stage presence, and refusal to conform to industry norms. Despite lineup changes and hiatuses, the band's name remained a constant symbol of power, defiance, and sonic innovation. Even today, Ministry stands as one of the most respected names in industrial music. Their name, once a simple nod to sound organization, has grown into a brand synonymous with heavy, uncompromising, and politically charged music. It's a name that reflects both the structured chaos of their sound and their unrelenting drive to challenge the status quo.